Want some of those? It's pretty nummy, sissy. Is that good? Yeah. Hello, sweet friends. Today is the first day of fall and I am so excited. I love fall time. It is such a beautiful time of year. I love the cooler weather and the smell in the air, the fresh, crisp mornings. It's beautiful. Today, I have 3 pumpkin desserts to share with you. These desserts are super easy to make. You can make them with your children around, even though that can be kind of difficult. We can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. So for this first one, I am making pumpkin snickerdoodle cookies. These turned out so delicious, you guys, and they're so simple to make. As I'm watching this, I'm just sitting here thinking, I hope that when my children get older, they remember the holidays. I told my husband this year I wanted to go all out for the holidays. The last couple years have been kind of bleh for all of us, I think. And so I'm just like, you know what? This year, each holiday, I'm going to go all out with the decorating, all out with the baking and cooking and letting the kids be involved in all of it, because I want them to remember this. I want them to remember the smell of the holidays and like all the decorations and just how fun and beautiful this time of year is, and that we can be excited about this. I want them to look forward to this all year round, and then when they're older, I want them to want to come to Mama and Daddy's house, especially during the holidays, for all the good food and the pretty decorations and just the warm comfort of home. So I wrapped this dough with saran wrap, and then I'm going to stick it in the fridge for about an hour and let it chill before I go ahead and roll it into balls and stick it in the oven. I'm rolling them into balls, and then I'm rolling them around in like a sugar and cinnamon mixture. So this second dessert that we have is a pumpkin bread, and this one turned out more of like a pumpkin cinnamon bread. I don't know if that's what the recipe says. I can't remember right now, but it turned out very good. It wasn't too pumpkin-y. I think next time I'll add a little less cinnamon. I think that I probably added too much on accident and didn't really pay attention, but nonetheless, it was still really delicious. I found all of these recipes on Pinterest, and so I will go ahead and link all 3 of them down in the description below so that you guys can go and print them off yourselves and make these for you and your family. If your dough does not look this dark, don't worry. I use a certain type of sugar. I think it's called succulent or succulent, maybe. I don't know. I'm totally butchering that, I know. But I ordered that from Azure Standard, and it's a darker sugar. So I noticed that my desserts and things that I bake with it turn out darker than if I was just to use regular sugar. So I'm just going to toss a little bit of extra sugar on top of this bread, and then I'm going to use a butter knife and just kind of swirl it into there to make it pretty and, you know, mix and taste good. So this third dessert is a pumpkin, it's like a pumpkin cake with a cream cheese frosting. And this one might be my favorite by far because it is so, it's like a sticky cake. And oh my goodness, I made this earlier today actually, and it's sitting in my fridge still, and I have to keep telling myself to stop going by the fridge with a fork and grabbing a piece of it. So while the cake is cooling, I'm gonna make my cream cheese frosting. And yes, you can see on one side of this, my cream cheese is starting to mold. I bought this large one from Azure Standard, and we just have not gone through it as fast as I thought we would, but that's okay. The other side was totally fine, so I'm gonna use that. There's lots of taste testing going on with this. I wanted to get it a little bit sweeter than what the recipe called for. So all of us had to gather around and just, you know, take a little lick and see how we liked it. Everyone was very hyper after this, but that's okay. We got it perfect for us. We were very impatient to wait for this to cool off. So the frosting did start to melt a little bit. If I were you guys, I would definitely wait for the cake to cool all the way, but it was still delicious either way. It just needed to cool a little bit longer. I frosted it when it was still slightly warm, thinking it was okay, but it needed to cool. Is that good?